Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. Since I've done a reading for you before, I don't need to give you all the whoop-to-do associated with it. But don't forget, this is not an exact science. You have to think outside the box a little bit. Sometimes they'll just throw a word or something out there. You know how it works. It's just the way we can communicate with each other. So we're going to talk to your brother today. Let me get back out here. Sorry. I'm going to talk to Henry. And Henry, Henry's coming in. He's kind of walking like this, kind of a little bit from side to side, kind of walking in slow. So he's trying to show himself like he was here, which is what they usually do, so you recognize them. Then he gets very, very excited, and he's jabbering in some other language, which it doesn't matter if they never spoke a word of English, they'll still be able to talk to me. But he's going a mile a minute. He's very excited. He's showing his personality right now. Oh, then he points and he says, "You." I don't know if he means me, you, or you. He just goes, "You." What? How do you know me? All right. I'm not sure he knows what's going on yet, but he came through. Um, I said, I know you through your sister. She wants to talk to you. He goes, "Oh, my sister." He wants to call you something else, but he's saying it in another language, and I can't quite understand or hear. Okay, you've got to talk English. We've got to. Um, did he have a pet name for you? It's not an English name. It's a pet name, a nickname. Again. Okay, let's get our shit together here. He said you're wondering if he was okay as he was leaving. He says yes. Grandma's here. Oh, dang it. Sorry. Let me check something real quick. No, he says grandma. Let's say the other one was your mom. I'm old and forgetful. But he says grandma's here. He's showing an older lady. She's larger. She's holding up a wooden stirring spoon like you use in a big pot in the kitchen. So she liked to cook. Well, most of them that age back then did. Maybe not like to, but they had to. She's got an apron on. She's kind of showing that she's a bigger lady, though, so she's showing it again, so you know which one she is. They make my head itch. Sorry, when they get too close to my head, I feel like I have head lice. I don't know why it affects me that way. Maybe I need to talk to him about that. He says she's taking care of him. She was waiting for him. And it's like she's sitting back in a big comfy chair, and she's just, and he's saying that's the way she was when he left. He sitting back in this big comfy chair, just waiting and going, I'm right here. Come on. I'll take care of you. So know that they're together. I'm not sure what they're trying to show me yet. There's a man that came up behind her and leaned over he's leaned over so far I can't see his face. I can't even see how old he is. Um, he's leaned over her shoulder. I don't know why your brother stepped back and let. I think he just wants you to know that this other person's there. I can't even see how old he's not a very large person because I can't, but he's behind her. Just the way they show stuff. I would say, all right, the name Fred. Not maybe not be exact. I stink at names, so might need to stretch that name out. At least it's a male with an F or an FR name, not a large man. We'll say he's slim or slim. And your brother wants you to know that they are with him. He says, I don't care what you did with my car. Don't care what happened to my car. See, when we get up there, we don't care about the earthly stuff here, the possessions, the things, um, the the couches, the jewelry, the cards. We don't care about that. We really don't. We care more about it here, which we should not do. And that's what he's saying now. Quit worrying about the possessions. They are not what's supposed to matter in life. It's not. He thinks you look beautiful. He says, but you should because you're my sister. I always ask him, don't show things like when you were real little because you can't remember all those things. But he's shown he used to whack you and he's talking about when you were little. He used to whack you and pick on you. He was jealous of you when you were little. You took some of his attention away, he said. But he's talking about real little. Okay, he's fanning out a deck of cards. He's got cards in his hand, and he didn't like to lose at playing cards. He thinks you cheated. All right, he's showing me a big, tall, kind of skinny glass, and it looks like, oh, back in the day. I don't know how old you are because I don't look at anybody's Facebook page because I don't want it to mess with my little logical mind I have. I don't want to know anything ahead of time. But it kind of looks like the old Tupperware, big, tall, plastic, skinny around plastic Tupperware glasses. And he's drinking something out of it, but it's almost like lemonade. It doesn't look like tea. It looks more like lemonade or something similar to that. He says you have hair like his. Isn't it beautiful, he says. He says you should be happier with your life because you have a pretty darn good life, even though you may not think so. He says you need to be grateful. Oh, and then he's poking me on the head. He said, me too. So I get lectures from him sometimes during these. I know. I can't give that. He said he's mentioning somebody with an R name. I'm not even getting male or female. You have to tell me more. A female with an R name. Like I'm Rhonda R, but he's not talking about me. He's acknowledging this person. That's kind of vague. Um, it's weird. Okay. I don't know if anybody has these in their house anymore. They're the they're the old blinds. Like you pull them down and they're on a roller. They're on a roller up at the top, and then you would kind of give them a tug and they'd go back up on some kind of a spring-like device, inside there. And he's showing pulling this blind down on the window, and then he lets go of it and it goes flap, 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 flap. Something you guys did when you were younger and used to get in trouble for? Or do you actually have one of these in your house? If you do have something similar, watch for it to move. Either be pulled down, but then he's showing it doesn't get all the way down. He lets go of it and goes back up, which isn't good on him. So look for a blind in your house to go up, or at least move. But see, nowadays we have, and they make my head itch. Nowadays, we have they wouldn't act like that. So I can only give what he shows me. Um, anyway, look for some kind of a blind in your house. I know a lot of them, like mine on the back door, open this way. I'm looking around. Anyway, look for one of your blinds, whatever kind of blind you have in your house, to go up. Or maybe even you hear that noise like flap, 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 flap. Or, oh, they make me itch. He gets real close, I itch. Um, anyway, that's going to be one way that he's going to let you know that he's around. Music. He's talking about music, 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 music. Happy, lively music. He's showing people with I have no clue what kind of oh, don't be mad at me if I say the wrong word. Nationality you are? What group? Oh, I'm afraid I'm not gonna be politically correct if I say the wrong word. You know what I mean? I hope. But he's showing people and they're dancing some kind of an ethnic dance. Please don't be mad at me if I say the wrong word. And it's like he's distinctively showing a woman in a white dress, but it's a dress that goes down and she's real slim. Don't know if he's just showing this dance or if this is a woman in particular. I don't even know what you look like. But anyway, she's very slim, and it's like there's several people out doing a routine is not the right word. Oh, crap. Rhonda. Anyway, I'm going to describe her. She's got really dark hair, dark hair. Very slim. Her dress is white, but it comes down to the waist and then it poofs out. It poofs out like this. And it would be like to the knees or a little more, but except that it's got a petticoat thing under it that makes it stick out this way. I want to say like an umbrella. I don't know. I don't know what kind of dress. Anyway, and it's got big flowers or some big bright colored big designs on at least the skirt part. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. But these people, but he's showing her the strongest, are out on the dance floor and they're doing some kind of a routine would not be the right word. I don't know if this is a memory for you guys. This is something you used to do in your family, or if it's something you've recently been to or you're going to. They never waste a message. There's a reason for him showing this. So whenever anything like that happens in my readings, that's meant for you. And I don't know if you could hear the bell chiming. It'll probably do it again. It's like a bunch of wind chimes, just ting. It was pretty loud, so hopefully it showed up on here. That will be something else you will hear. He also says church bells. Church bells you will hear. You don't have to be in any certain place to hear those two things. You can be home, in your car, outside, doesn't matter when you, and you might not, it may not even be real. You may just hear it here because he's going to bring that sound to you. And when you hear that sound, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, tell him to bring you more, that you know that's him stopping in to say, hello, I love you. Okay, he's talking about a dish that somebody used to cook. He's not showing himself cooking. Somebody used to cook, had chicken in it. Don't know how, but it was a special dish. It wasn't just like throwing some chicken in a skillet. It was something special, has a certain smell to it. The smell will also be from him, and you can be in the store, in your car, in your home, it doesn't matter where. You get this little whiff of this. He says it was a special dish, but it had chicken in it. So I hope you know what that is. He says, I love you. I love you. He thinks this is cool. Sometimes some of them come in and go, you can really see me? And that's kind of his attitude when he came in, was like, really? What are we doing? That he's glad he has this opportunity to speak to you. I looked up to you, even though I told you, oh man, I don't want to say that word. You were kind of dumb sometimes. He may not have used that exact word, but he says, I looked up to you. Now he's using the word worshiped you. He said, you seem to have your shit together more than he did. And he wants to honor you now. Oh, he's back jabbering. Slow down. Talk to me. No, hang on, I can't tell what you're doing. Okay, he's over by my ear, but he's not. Most of the time when they do that, they'll be saying a certain thing. He's not speaking, but he's over by my ear. But he wants you to know that. You have to be more clear than that. All right. He said the word sister in my ear, but he's not going to say it in English. So whatever word correlates to the word sister, he's in my right ear. Now, when they come close to me, usually, and try to talk in my ear, and it's not doing it right now, but like when Bob does it, my ear gets bright red here, so you'll feel a warmth, or you could feel a buzzing, or you could feel the itching like I feel when they get close, like a bug crawling. You will hear something that sounds similar, or at least mumbling. They usually show the exact ear that they try it in. That sounds like the word sister, but in another language. And now, okay, he's standing behind me, but he's going to be standing behind you. But he's showing me. Um, he's going to stand behind you, and he's going to put both hands on the tops of your shoulders from behind. So he's going to have both standing like you're sitting, he's standing. I don't know if this will make any difference, but I just want to describe the way he's showing it. He has both hands on top of your shoulders. Okay, that's that noise. That's that's the noise. So it'll be a noise similar to that. So I was just waiting for it to do it again. Anyway, you'll have both hands on top of your shoulders. I don't know how you will receive the energy, but when they do that, usually you might feel a little pressure. It feel like almost like laying a tea towel on there or a bubble. You'll probably feel warmth. You could feel tingling from their energy. It's just going to depend on how you feel the energy. So I can't say for sure, but he's got his hands like this on top of both your shoulders. He says, I've got your back. I am supporting you. It doesn't matter how long I've been gone. I can do this. He said he's happy that you did this so he can explain these things to you so you know that he's still around, still supporting you. He wishes he could have done more for you. He said, I can do all kinds of things now for you. This is cool. He says, who would have known this would be possible? When I was here, I would have never thought it was possible to still talk to you. Now he's showing himself walking through your house, and he's kind of looking around. He's kind of looking around. He kind of walks through there every so often and just checks things out. He's not acting like he's alarmed about anything. He seems really comfy. He says he does this several places where he just walks through and he looks around. Yep, everything looks okay to me. He's talking about a hat. He's not showing me the hat. Does somebody have his hat? Does somebody have a hat in honor of him? Now I'm getting itchy here. That almost felt like a feather tickling me right there. That will be another sign from him. Anything they show me while I'm doing the reading. So that was just like, and it's one of those things, there's nothing there because it didn't even feel like a hair. It felt more like a end of a feather. Anyway, the hat. Get back to the hat. So did somebody maybe make a hat in honor of him? Maybe put his initials or pictures on one or something that he used to do as a place he went, in honor of him. Anyway, he's mentioning the hat. He knows about it. He's So I had to actually get up and go look because, like I said, anything that happens during my reading is for you. I heard the yip of a very small dog, but it was like it was off down my hall and like locked in the room or something. It sounded like it was behind a closed door. Well, I have a 4-pound Yorkie, Yorkshire Terrier, and it sounded like her. It's very, very faint. She's laying down here by me. I had to go find her and see why I heard this little yip. Not like a hurt yip, just like a little yip, let me out kind of yip. It wasn't her. So I'm not sure why you will be hearing that. So just know, did you have a little dog at one time? You're going to hear this. If you haven't already, you'll either remember it later, you'll hear it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later if you don't remember any of this stuff. It's just the way it works. Okay. Okay. He said he wants you to know that he's got your back, that he's still checking on you. He says, I'm still fat and sassy. Fat and sassy. He's very comfy. He feels like he's at home, relaxed. When we go up there, we kind of shed all of the crap here from Earth, you know, like it's like heavy armor, and we're cleansed of all that heavy crap that we pick up here on this Earth. And we don't have all of that stuff anymore. Okay, he said he's leaving. He said, nice talking to you, sis. I can promise you, he can hear you, he can see you. He's checking on you every so often. So talk to him. Talk to him and ask him to bring you more signs. Just ask him to bring you more signs, and then watch and wait what appears. Maybe not, I want to say out of the ordinary, but maybe not really out of the ordinary. Don't know how to say it. Anyway, much love to you, my dear. Your brother was happy that you wanted to speak to him. He really was. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, or good grief, Rhonda, you can't talk. Oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. See you later, my dear.